What is good? Another edition of the O Show. Hope you're doing well. Today's edition, we're going to start off a little bit of IRL activities. I'm going to talk about why cryptocurrency sucks. I was inspired by, I actually saw a machine at the mall that traded cash into or out of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, some other shit. 4 different cryptocurrencies. That was pretty cool. But it doesn't change the fact that cryptocurrency sucks. And then after I fuck around in IRL a little bit, I'm gonna try out some official ARK PvP. So if you want to join in for that, get situated in the Discord. And feel free to jump in on a server if you want. Just make sure it has some room so I'll be able to get on. Hope y'all are doing good. The sub day portal stream yesterday was a lot of fun. Looking forward to today's stream. I want to get destroyed in official PvP. I want people to, while I'm like level 3 trying to like eat some berries, I want like max level wyverns to be vomiting fire all over me. I want to be completely destroyed constantly. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright, hold tight. We'll jump into the topic momentarily. Lovely. Sounds like I'm ready. Alright, y'all. Get serious. Get into it. I suspect this will be like a 20-minute talk. But I like to fuck around in IRL from time to time. Talk about esoteric topics. And hello. For the most part, this is for future use on YouTube. But if you're here enjoying it live, hope you're doing good. Squash, as you can see today, is she's betrayed me. She's hanging out in the living room. I'm very triggered by that. So today's talk is about how cryptocurrency sucks. Maybe let's first talk about what cryptocurrency is. And to be totally real taco right here, I don't have like the best understanding of what cryptocurrency is. I have more like a layman's understanding. But basically, it's like a manufactured commodity. So, what I mean by that is, the closest analogy I can come up to that most people will get is like, I don't know if it's still going, but back in the day there was like this, it's like a screensaver that folded proteins to try to like solve some kind of like medical thing. And essentially most cryptocurrencies are mined in a similar way to that. It seems like you can make, obviously, your graphics card do it as well, any processor you have, which is why if you see like a crypto mining rig, it'll have like just a fucking rack of graphics cards sitting there mining it, right? So essentially it's a manufactured commodity. Some of the elements of it that are cool is like there's a thing called the blockchain where you can see the record of transactions, make things secure. Because it's so speculative, for instance, like a Bitcoin right now is worth like over $2,000. But on the flip side of it being speculative, there was a very fake news article about how the creator of the Ethereum currency had died, and that caused the Ethereum price to drop a ton. But even with all that, it's not precisely related to why exactly it sucks. If you like checked out Vault 7 at all, I did like a small video on it, but there's definitely more exhaustive ones out there. You know that the CIA has like hardware level access to all kinds of computers, right? So that kind of invalidates really the security of essentially any cryptocurrency due to those exploits. And that's why it makes it suck even more, because not only is it speculative, but it's no safer from exploitation by, like, you know, fucking around electronically. Especially by, for instance, the CIA, who's known to utilize, like, asset forfeiture, things like that, to beef up their own budgets. There was, like, a big scandal in Arizona where they were, like, siphoning cash out of all these different accounts. Sure, all intelligence agencies do similar shit. And really, like, a lot of people, that's why they're all about cryptocurrency. Not necessarily because it's more convenient or anything than what we have now, because it's really not. It's honestly not more secure, especially due, like I said, hardware level exploits that are essentially wild all over the internet due to the CIA leaks. But it sucks because it might even be more exploitable than, you know, current payment methods. And the hype behind all the creators of cryptocurrencies is like, well, it'll, you know, break the control that current governments have due to the, you know, current currencies, like how oil is sold in the US dollar and shit like that. But even that's kind of foolish, because if it's like essentially less secure than other currencies, which again, with all these in the wild hardware level exploits, it honestly is. Like, I was thinking even that machine at the mall could be pretty easily tampered with, especially because it's in like kind of a more rural part of town where people probably don't know what the fuck a Bitcoin is. So essentially cryptocurrency is a manufactured speculative commodity that doesn't really exist. It's basically like, think about, honestly, like a Counter-Strike Go skin has more security than a fucking cryptocurrency. At least Steam is like in a fucking authoritative third party that can like verify the validity of it and shit like that. As long as you don't click some dumb shit in your trade window. And it's basically that, except it's not even anything. You don't even get a cool skin. It's just nothing. And its value is literally tied to its hype level. So the more you can hype up whatever currency you've invested in. But it can take huge dips too, like when that fake news came out about the Ethereum creator. So it's really just overhyped, manufactured speculative commodity. You're probably better off investing in like magic cards, because at least you physically have them. Someone can't just like hack your computer and have your magic cards. You know, they have to get into your house or something. Like literally, you'd be better off investing in magic cards. For real. Like the idea behind cryptocurrency, fantastic. But the current security environment fully invalidates any validity it could have. I don't think you can out encrypt the government. It's kind of like I look at it almost like a little bit of a scam, where it's like the more you can hype it up, the more value you can get out of it, and then it's kind of about cashing out when the time is right. You know, like anything. Like if you had battleground skins and you cashed them out at the right time, you're essentially mimicking the exact environment of cryptocurrency. At least in my view. That's why I think it sucks, man. Kind of a cool meme. It's a cool idea. But current security environment, just look into WikiLeaks Vault 7, just really invalidates it as an option. So I do have a little bit of Bitcoin, but a Bitcoin right now is crazy. Like I said, it's over 2 G's on the machine I saw at the mall. But if you want to give me, I'll take it. I think that's about that. I think it's pretty much video game time now. See, I told you I'd be short. It's like 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Why cryptocurrency sucks. Done. Now it's time to play with dinosaurs.